This should help you with your story response part of your assignment. So if you're having trouble with that, I'm going to walk through the whole thing with you. So just like in the last video, I'm not going to answer these questions about cinnamon because I don't want you to copy my answers. I want you to come up with your own unique answers. But I'm going to answer, I'm going to complete the story response about Cinderella. All right, so the first question, write a brief 2 to 3 sentence summary about the story. You're just going to 2 to 3 sentences. What's the summary of the story? If you're having a hard time starting, try starting with the sentence stem. Cinnamon is a story about, and then explain what it's about. So I'm going to do that, but with Cinderella. Cinderella is a story about a girl who lives with her stepmom and stepsisters. They treat her poorly and won't let her go to a fancy dance. She ends up getting help from a magical fairy godmother, going to the dance, and falling in love with the prince. All right, that's not the best summary, but remember it needs to be 2 to 3 sentences, so 1 sentence is not enough. Try not to make it more than 3 sentences. See if you can keep it down under 4 sentences. What was your favorite part of the story and why? I'm going to say my favorite part of the story, remember I'm talking about Cinderella, is when Cinderella met the prince, because, and this is where I'm explaining the why part, because the stepsisters got mad at her. I didn't like the stepsisters, so I'm glad it upset them. What was your least favorite part of the story and why? I'm going to say I didn't like the part where Cinderella got help from her fairy godmother, because I wanted her to solve the problem herself. Okay? Remember, you can see that I'm explaining why because I have the word because in there, so that's how I'm explaining the why part of this. Do you think Raja did the right thing by letting the tiger take his daughter? Why or why not? So this is hard to answer with Cinderella because this is a story-specific question, but you will either say, I think Raja did the right thing because, or you will write, I don't think Raja did the right thing because, and then you will explain whether or not you agree with Raja letting the tiger take his daughter. Why do you think the author included the last paragraph about the ant being remembered as forever young and beautiful? All right, this is one of the more difficult questions, but just why do you think the author would say that? Okay? And whenever you're ready to answer your question, you'll say, I think the author included the last paragraph because ... And then the last question is, and I guess you're actually going to have to go down to the last question and hit enter twice. Why is it helpful to hear the opinion of someone different than you? Okay, it took an outsider, the tiger, to get Cinnamon to speak. Why is it helpful to hear the opinion of someone different than you? So this is where we're taking the story, something that happened in the story, but we're relating it to our real life. So why is it good to get advice from people who are different than you? So you'll say, it's good to get advice from people different than you because. Okay. That's the walkthrough for this. Remember, if you need any help, reach out to me or Mr. Martinez, and we will definitely help you with this. This is a little bit more work than last week, so do not be scared to reach out for help. All right, best of luck.